101. Saṃyutta Nikāya 12.59. The Discourse on Consciousness. The Blessed One was staying at Savatthi. Bhikkhus, for one who dwells contemplating the gratification in things that can fetter, consciousness comes into being. With consciousness as condition, name and form comes to be. Thus this entire mass of suffering originates. Bhikkhus, suppose there's a great tree. Its roots. Same simile as in the previous discourse. Similarly, bhikkhus, for one who dwells contemplating the gratification in things that can fetter, consciousness comes into being. Bhikkhus, for one who dwells contemplating the danger in things that can fetter, consciousness does not come into being. With the cessation of consciousness comes the cessation of name and form. Thus, this entire mass of suffering ceases. Bhikkhus, suppose there's a great tree. Then a man would come along with a shovel and a basket, uprooting the tree, making it unable to arise in the future. Similarly, bhikkhus, for one who dwells contemplating the danger in things that can fetter, consciousness does not come into being. With the cessation of consciousness comes the cessation of name and form. Thus, this entire mass of suffering ceases. Into the 9th Discourse. Explanation and Commentary. 1. The core of this discourse addresses the relationship between consciousness and rebirth. Consciousness refers to cognitive awareness. It is a crucial link in the 12 factors of dependent origination. 2. The discourse teaches two main points. Attachment to gratification in phenomena leads to the continuation of consciousness. Contemplating the danger leads to the cessation of consciousness. 3. Structure of the discourse. It uses the same tree simile as the previous discourse. It demonstrates the causal relationship between consciousness and name and form. 4. Important concepts. Consciousness is a crucial factor in the cycle of rebirth. Name and form depends on consciousness for its existence. Cutting off the arising of consciousness can lead to liberation. This discourse emphasizes the importance of contemplation. If one can truly contemplate the danger in phenomena, one can cut off the continuation of consciousness, thereby achieving liberation. This resonates with the teaching in the previous discourse, but shifts the focus from name and form to consciousness. Deep analysis and reflection on this discourse. Exploring the nature of consciousness. 1. Fundamental characteristics of consciousness. Consciousness is the foundation of how we perceive the world, yet also the bond of rebirth. It functions like a mirror, both reflecting reality and becoming attached to reflections. This attachment creates the fundamental basis for the cycle of birth and death. 2. The relationship between consciousness and attachment. When we indulge in sensory pleasures, consciousness continues to generate new attachments. These attachments are like the roots of a great tree, constantly drawing nourishment. This creates a self-reinforcing cycle. 2. Profound life insights. 1. The truth of life. We habitually pursue pleasure, unaware that this is the root of suffering. What we call pleasure is often merely temporary sensory satisfaction. True liberation comes from seeing through these appearances. 2. The wisdom of practice. Not denying pleasure, but transcending attachment to pleasure. Not suppressing feelings, but observing their true nature. Achieving true freedom through wise observation. 3. Reflections on modern life. 1. Contemporary challenges. Modern society is filled with sensory stimulation. Social media and entertainment consumption make it easier to lose ourselves. Technological advances bring convenience, but deepen attachments. 2. Solutions. Cultivating the ability of mindful observation. Learning to distinguish between genuine needs and illusory desires. Practicing wisdom in daily life. 4. Practical guidance. 1. Methods of observation. Maintaining clear awareness. Observing inner activities without judgment. Recognizing the impermanent nature of all phenomena. 2. Application to daily life. Maintaining awareness in everyday activities. Not being controlled by external environments. Cultivating inner peace and wisdom. Ultimate considerations. 1. On the meaning of existence. Life is more than the sum of sensory experiences. True value lies in awakening and liberation, attaining true freedom through wise observation. 2. Transformation of consciousness, from passive reaction to active awareness, from attached pursuit to wise observation, from cyclic bondage to ultimate liberation. 6. Modern implications. 1. Personal growth, developing self-awareness, establishing correct life attitudes, pursuing true spiritual freedom. 2. Social significance, providing methods to resolve modern psychological distress, pointing toward true happiness, contributing to a harmonious society. 7. Practical suggestions. 1. Daily practice, cultivating the habit of mindful observation, regularly reflecting on attachments in life, maintaining mental clarity and awareness. 2. Life attitudes, simple without attachment, content without greed, wise without blind following. Though brief, this discourse contains profound life wisdom. It is not only a practice guide, but also a mirror illuminating modern life, helping us to see our true nature and find the path to liberation. By understanding and practicing these teachings, we can maintain clarity amid the complexities of modern life, ultimately achieving true freedom and liberation.